Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a trading strategy that, well, it kind of turns everything you've learned on its head. We're going to talk about how a trade gone wrong can actually be the most profitable signal you will ever see. Just let that one sink in for a minute. The exact moment that screams you were wrong to most people is actually the starting pistol for a professional's best trade. And that single idea right there is the foundation for everything we're about to cover. Come on, we've all been there, right? You spot a perfect pattern, maybe a flag pattern, where the price is just supposed to keep on running. You get in on the breakout, and it works for like a second. And then, bam, a huge, violent reversal just stops you out for a loss. It's infuriating. But here's the thing. That sharp reversal, it wasn't just random market noise. It wasn't chaos. It was a clear, actionable signal. The market was literally broadcasting incredibly valuable information about where other traders were trapped, if you just knew how to listen. Okay, so let's really get into this. Let's break down the two completely different mindsets that show up the moment a textbook pattern fails to play out. So the amateur, they see themselves as a victim, right? Oh, bad luck. But the professional, they see the failure itself as the real setup. You see, they're not even interested in trading the original pattern. They're just waiting to pounce on the failure of that pattern. So what do we actually call this powerful signal? It has a specific name, and really, getting your head around it is the core of this entire concept. This right here is the busted pattern. It looks right, it feels right, and it lures in everybody who's following the trading books. But then, the floor just gives out. And that very bust is what creates a way more reliable, high-powered setup going in the exact opposite direction. And this is where you start to see the market on a whole new level. You're moving beyond just simple patterns on a chart. You're now hunting for the pattern of their failure. And that meta pattern is one of the biggest distinctions between the pros and the crowd. So what gives these busted patterns their explosive power? I mean, why are they so aggressive? It all comes down to the psychology of one very specific group of people in the market. Meet the trapped traders. These are the folks who did everything right. They followed the book, they bought the breakout, they set their stop loss, and now they're just watching in total disbelief as the market hemorrhages against them. They are the energy source. They're the fuel for the move that's about to happen. And their emotional journey is so predictable, it's almost scary. It always starts with confidence, right? They're in the perfect trade. But that quickly dissolves into confusion when it stalls. Then full-blown panic sets in as the price just accelerates against them. And finally, you get capitulation. That's the moment they just can't take the pain anymore, and they're all forced to exit at once. Now, this mass capitulation, this is the engine that drives the whole busted pattern. So let's look at what happens when an entire army of panicked traders all try to squeeze through the same tiny exit door at the exact same time. Seriously, think about it. A trader bought a breakout. To get out of that trade, what do they have to do? They have to sell. Now imagine thousands of those traders all having to sell at the exact same moment. It creates this sudden, massive, one-sided pressure on the market. We call this forced flow. It's not a thoughtful, considered decision. Nope. It's a tidal wave of forced, panicked exits that creates this incredible order imbalance, and it pushes the price rapidly in one direction. And that is the energy you can learn to ride. And the results, well, they're often pretty dramatic. As you can see, the reversal move, the one that's fueled by that forced flow, is frequently much bigger, much faster, and way more powerful than the original little breakout move everyone was expecting. The pain of the trapped traders literally creates the profit for the patient ones. So you need to start training your eyes to see the chart differently. Stop looking for the perfect pattern and instead start looking for where a so-called perfect pattern is most likely to fail and trap the crowd. Their pain becomes your signal. You know, a real trading edge isn't some secret indicator you buy online. It's a superior framework for understanding how markets actually work. By getting this concept, you stop being the one who gets trapped, and you start seeing the market through a professional's eyes. And this is the fundamental shift in thinking I want to leave you with. Asking that second question, what happens if this fails? That's what unlocks its entire world of opportunity. It's what moves you from being just another participant in the textbook setup to being the one who actually capitalizes on it.